Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Today our group will present about company profile Empire Events Sdn Bhd. It is about campaign vaccination awareness project due to stop the spread of COVID-19 in Malaysia. We are from Group 1. Please enjoy this video. Thank you. Our group member are Nurul Ain binti Zainal, Sharifah Halina binti Said Hamuza, Nur Farahin binti Arifin, Ayu Azrin binti Abdul Aziz, and Azmi binti Muhammad Saleh. Table of content: Introduction, Project Work Objective, Management section, Technical section, Cost section, Risk Analysis, Control System, and Conclusion.
Our company, experience of our in-house events specialists, exceed client objective, working alongside clients from concept, create a unique and memorable event, strengthen client relationship, integrate new members of staff, kickstart learning, development, engage in team building. Delivering a first-class service to reach our client, large and small. Provide professional event management service from conceptualization to final running of the event. Work with customer in every step and extended team members of customer working commitment. Our vision: to ensure client satisfaction and loyalty, as well deliver personal and unique experience that are beyond expectation and create long-term loyal relationship by consistently providing outstanding service that creates an overall extraordinary event experience. And our mission is, we take pride in our work, therefore, with our years of experience, qualified staff, excellent coordination, and planning skill, we guarantee 100% satisfaction from our customer and allow us to take change of every detail. We hope to be able to service you when we do. We will make sure to make a grand event and well take care of the rest. Our company core value is integrity, attention to detail, and creativity to ensure customer who has deal with us can get an experience and unique moment. We also provide us various of service such as arrangement of entertainment, catering, hotel accommodation, event management, planning, exhibition, interior, and so on.
So this project background is about coronavirus COVID-19 as infectious disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. People infected with the coronavirus will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness. Vaccination is prioritized for vulnerable groups in all countries, such as COVAX. So this campaign objective is to provide and to increase the awareness among societies to take vaccinate as self-defense protection. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I want to explain about the objective of our group campaign. Vaccination awareness campaign. The first one is we want to reduce the pressure on the healthcare system. As we know that our hospital is now achieving quite high number of COVID-19 patients, especially in the Klang Valley. So we want to reduce the burden of our nurse, the burden of our doctors, and the burden of our healthcare system employees, with giving our societies, with providing our societies with the vaccination. The second one is we want to reduce of overall COVID-19 severity and mortality. As we know, the numbers of COVID-19 infected people, Malaysian infected people, is now quite high, 12 to 13,000 per day. So the mortality quantity also will increase. So we want to reduce the number of that because of due to the COVID-19. The second one is we want to rebuild our societies, Malaysian people, with achieving our government target to achieve herd communities of immunities communities that can be prepared. The last one is we want to eliminate this disease. Elimination threshold should be well defined and quantified as for others disease. The main focus will shift from protection most vulnerable groups to the targeting group. So we want to eliminate this disease, and inshallah we will win to fight against COVID-19 if all the Malaysian get vaccinated. If all the Malaysian, at least 70 to 80%, especially the older one, the older age between 50 and to 60 get the vaccination, and especially to the one that have a disease such as high blood pressure, so they can have their own body's immunities to fight against the COVID-19, so the COVID-19 can be affect them. So that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Stay safe and stay at home. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the role of team members. The two of last of team members. The first one is financial manager. Financial manager is assigned to ensure improvement in business development, generate maximum profit for the shareholders. Financial manager also assigned to prepare of financial report, preparing of strategic planning. Financial manager must make a decision making. Financial manager also must control the assets and assign assets members, controlling members. And the last one is financial manager is about to control funds. And the last position in the role of the members is about marketing manager. Marketing manager was a practical application and management marketing operation that assigned to that must have analytical skills in formulating, directing, coordinating marketing services. And the last one is marketing manager must implement marketing research for the company. So thank you. Stay safe, stay at home. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I'm Nurul Ain. We are presenting about our technical section in this project. Preparing a proposal to meet the needs and achieve customer satisfaction is not easy task. Technical section presenting the understanding of the problem and propose solutions. The successful accomplishment of the project objective is usually constrained by 4 factors such as scope, cost, schedule, and also customer satisfaction. In scope constraint, we will identify the problem by determining whether the problem will affect the objective of the program. Brainstorming the ideas is most common approach to identify the source of problems. We also use some historical information from past projects to reinforce the steps taken and selected. To ensure the balance constraint, when the project scope increase, there is a need for time or more resources or budget to complete the additional work. When the project adds more work than the originally budget, it's important that before the new work is started, there is an approval project from the donor for additional funds. Otherwise, the project will end up with a budget shortfall that could have an impact on the expectation of the beneficiaries. Secondly, the cost constraint also can happen in technical section. The cost involving the amount of acceptable by the customer as to pay for project deliverables. If the amount is not agreed, the company needs to replan the program expenditure, action plan according to the appropriateness of the expenditure set by the customer to balance the constraint in cost. When the budget of the project decrease, the schedule might need to stretch out because the budget is not available to pay for the staff originally planned. If time cannot be increased, the other alternative is to reduce the project scope because fewer staff will not be able to do all the planned work in the available time. Next, the schedule is the timetable that specifies when each activity should start and finish. The schedule is important to develop a plan before start of the project. Schedule is defined as the time to complete the project. A schedule constraint is a limitation placed on a project schedule that affects the start or end date of an activity. Schedule constraint can take the form of fixed imposed dates for a work item. The examples of constraint balance is when the schedule of a project needs to decrease. The project might need to increase the budget because more resources are needed to do the same work in less time. If the budget cannot be increased, the customer doesn't approve the increase, then the scope might need to reduce because the resources available will not be sufficient to complete all the planned work in less time. Now, the customer satisfaction. It requires ongoing communication and involving the customer, which is our stakeholder of the vaccination awareness programs. When thinking about customer satisfaction as a constraint, project managers need to keep in mind that simply delivering a project on time, within budget and scope does not mean the customer will be satisfied. A key part of this communication will rely on education our stakeholders about the constraint governing the project. Customer satisfaction measures how much the customer's expectations correspond to the final result of a project. Customer satisfaction will greatly influence the success of the project, and it is therefore possible to consider it as a separate constraint. Next, we go to the cost section. Thank you.
My name is Ayu Azri Bintu Abdul Aziz. I'm going to present on cost section of the project. Two types of expenses. There is direct costs. Example for direct costs is fixed labor, material, and equipment. They are usually one-time expenses incurred by a single department or the project itself. Indirect costs, such as utilities and quality control, are example of indirect costs. Indirect costs can incurred by the entire organization at the same time as the project, but they are not always caused by it. Some example for cost estimation, such as wages and time spent on the project by team members, are included in the labor costs. Other examples, physical tool, software, legal permits, other materials and equipment. Facilities, like using other people's workspaces, are also under cost estimating. Lastly, Third-party vendors or contractors are referred as vendors. Risk contingency plans are in place to mitigate danger are also under cost estimating. Estimated project costing. The tables show a cost section, which is an estimation utilized in the project, divided by 6 section. There is the description, salary and wages, publicity, souvenirs, event, welcome kit, and lastly, contingency and management reserve. The total budget allocation for the project is 1 million. This project was to identifying a potential profit. Project profitability is a state or situation of a project that describes the project ability to generate a financial profit or benefit. It is a financial benefit of a project operational efficiency. The table shows estimation of potential profit in the project for the duration of 24 months. Some description of the product offered: portable hygiene kit, fridge magnet, car sticker, mug, badge and pins, t-shirt, and also organizing a virtual run. The estimation of the profit will gonna be 1.1 million. For this project, we have several products that can be offered. There is like a portable hygiene kit, badge and pins, fridge magnet, car sticker, mug, t-shirt, and also a virtual run.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Farah Halim binti Arifin. I would like to present risk analysis in campaign project. Risk analysis is to prevent any cost overrun or other issues. Requires a consistent structuring of the enterprise and continuous risk management. Help to mitigate most of the risk but not completely eradicate all possible risks in the campaign project. Client can observe the overall performance of the project, ensuring that the risk can be used to create opportunities. We will continue with risk management process. There are 5 sections. First, risk identification. Write down all threats and risks you can think of and ask for ones from other stakeholders. Second is risk assessment. Evaluate each risk by determining the likelihood of it happening and the level of impact it has. Third is risk monitoring. Review the progress of the plan and check if a risk has occurred but was missed on a continuous basis. Fourth is risk reporting. Communicate the effectiveness of the risk plan to stakeholders to keep engagement up. And last but not least, risk mitigation. Implement process change to reduce the impact of each risk and response plan for it is happen. Analysis of risk. There are 2 types: qualitative risk analysis and quantitative risk analysis. Qualitative risk analysis identifies the risks that may occur. This gives an alert to the employees to be aware of the possible effect. To show the risk faced in the identifying risk process without any mathematical analysis. Second is quantitative risk analysis. It is to eliminate possible negative effect by calculation. Quantitative risk analysis uses a method which is by calculating the probability distribution to show the risk probability proportion to the outcome. It used the project model such as schedule and cost estimate, mathematical and simulation tools to calculate the probability and impact. It predicts likely project impact in relation to cost or time based on combined effect of risk.
System. System is the process of collecting project performance data on a regular basis following the initiation of the project. The data collected, actual project performance compared to the actual plan performance to take immediate correction to the actual performance. The project management system begins with a basic plan that demonstrates how the project scope is to be finished on a date of completion and within the budget. Corrective action is necessary if the actual performance with the scheduled performance is not constant. Ensure that all important questions are considered. Project expectation reached and actual plan not become too far off expected. Supervising the progress of the project in order to ensure that the work plan is complete. Our company has focused 4 control systems in implementing of this project, which is first, management focus. Here, meeting, review the estimated budget, plan who to do what and when, and report on the follow-up activities. Secondly is project control system, where the data collection on project outputs, comparison of actual performance with scheduled output, and corrective action when actual performance does not meet the expected performance standard. And third is reporting. Here, we must report all the budget allocation, the timeline. The report is cover the delegate, the risk potential is discussed, approval of the design endorsed, the exact cost and time needed to manage the project must be measured, and lastly is the unnecessary error must be prevented. And last element is comparison, where we determine whether or not a project is scheduled and in accordance with the budget. Usually carry out before the closing of the project. If the situation for the project is alright, there should be no corrective action. Next reporting period, the status will be analysed again.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and we come to our last proposal conclusion. So the first one is we want to provide an awareness among communities about vaccination awareness project, best practices and various option solution when facing the challenges during our China in the campaign program event, and many other project management processes that well defined and work out before. Able to curb the spread of epidemics in our countries, aim to modification of each individual's behavior with new norms, and everyone needs to learn how to live with it, and at the same time to increase the herd immunity, give awareness to the public to continue to adopt the 3W approach, which hand washing with water and soap, wearing a half face mask in public or if symptomatic, and last one is wearing warning concept from Ministry of Health. So this is my sincerity advice from my group. So I behalf of my group advise all Malaysians, please stay at home. This war is not end. We do not see the COVID, but COVID will affect us. So please stay at home. Face mask wearing, please wear a face mask everywhere you want to go. Please wear a face mask, and please follow all the standard operation procedure that had been announced by our government. So thank you, and don't forget to register your name as a vaccinist in My Sejahtera application that provided by our government. So we must protect ourselves So stay at home, stay safe. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.